What's going on, guys? Who's Cute Epic here for week 2 of ASL Minors. We play Rishino this week. Our team against the London Archives. Let's go over the teams again. My team in the Austrian Autonodes is Manaphy, Superior, Aromatis, Ambor, Mecha Aerodactyl, Claydol, Mawile, Audino, Regirock, Emolga, and Latias. His team is Charizard X, Sylveon, Honchkrow, Quagsire, Aggron, Regice, Metagross, Beware, Livani, Electros, and Dusclops. So yeah, going into this, I was feeling really confident that he would bring. First of all, I really thought he'd bring an Assault Vest, Electros, Bulky, Dragonzard, X, Spec Sylveon, Unaware, Quagsire, SD, Honchkrow, and probably a Scarforge, Normal Stealth Rock, and Metagross. And I think those are 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, because those are probably the ones that I thought you would bring the most. But with this sub-Tailgo Surf Energy Ball Mega Mobile, I pretty much win if I get something like Thunder Wave or in a position I want it in, and then I can sub and then Tailgo and Surf and pretty much win the game with that. The only thing I have to worry is maybe a Specs Hyper Voice maybe doing a lot more damage than I think it is going to do. Yeah, but I pretty much be his entire team with this thing, and as long as webs aren't up, and that's why you'll see a couple of other mons come. Yeah, so let's move on. That's basically it. It's just there to try and sweep. It's like the same sort of set as week 1. It's the set we need to win the game with it. That's what Manaphy does, and I think honestly it might come every game just to try and win it for me. But yeah, that's really Manaphy's set in a nutshell. I outspeed everything except speed type, maybe the Sword X. Unless he's adamant. But yeah, that's really it. This is the big thing with his team. The quickest mon on his team is Zardex with 328 speed, and that's 100 base speed. But Webs kind of help that a wee bit, but it doesn't help it enough. So yeah, that's why Manaphy's there. The only issue that could stop the sweep is maybe a Assault Vest Electros, but that's why I have the sub, so I can maybe take a couple hits, take a hit behind the sub. So yeah. Next is just our normal rocker to try and get things down. Toxic for the Quagsire, and that's really it. That's all I really got in this thing is a rocker. It's Spadef this week to take hits from the Sylveon, and Ironhead is there to take hits from the Sylveon. And Sucker Punch is the Metagross. Toxic for the Quagsire. Next is just this is my heat set. This is my heat set for this week. An AVM board, take Hyper Voices, obviously. And maybe like a Psychic from Metagross if he decides something special, or like Thunderbolt on his Electros. But yeah, Flame Charge, Grass Knot, Flare Blitz, Head Smash. So you get the speed boost, and this is I only need this to I can outspeed the entire team. Flame Charge, Grass Knot for the Quagsire, once I've weakened it down a little bit. And then Grass Knot will hit the Quagsire, and then Flare Blitz and Head Smash is just general coverage for the rest of his team, and this thing could sweep as well. But it's a really fun set, nice little bit of heat thrown in there. That's really it. Next is a Light Clay Rapid Spin, just got Earthquake for Zorex and Metagross. Again, just our spinner, and it's got screens this week. If I get screens up in the Manaphy, it's game over. With Claydol, it's just really there to be our spinner and get rid of sticky webs. Next is no Thunder Wave, Heal Bell, Knockoff Wish. Heal Bell. It's the exact same thing it did last week. Just take a hit, scout out what set the thing is. Thunder Wave, paralyze some stuff, knock off some items. That's its job. It's gonna be its job. And then Mega Aerodactyl sub, Toxic Crunch, and Stone Edge just really hits his entire team, and we can Toxic some other stuff as well. But sub as well. The only issue with me running loads of sub this week is Hyper Voice specs potentially. But I basically outsped his entire team with the Mega form. This is just a normal Aerodactyl, as you can see there. So, yeah, let's end right into the match. The prep wasn't that hard this week, so we'll go music off. Yeah, we lead off with our Mywell to get rocks up, and we are going to get our rocks up. This fight for a flower from the Electros actually does a lot more than I think. So then I go into my no. Because that's just what I do with this thing. He does knock off. It's actually a really good play. It does about 9%, and I knock off this. This is crucial. Me knocking off the Electros is so fast for Manaphy to maybe come in and sleep later. He voltages out into, I believe, his Metagross, and I think I'm going to click. Don't know what to click this time. I click Thunder Wave this turn, and basically paralyze his Honchkrow. which is crucial. I click knock off here, knock off his life orb, and he actually power and kills me. I'm a little bit caught off guard that this killed. He might be an adamant or something, but this I noticed the attack drop, and I also know well. I don't know. Well, I did the Moxie brought back up. I noticed he was paralyzed. I noticed I could maybe get a sub up Manaphy, and he actually gets paralyzed when I get the sub up here. I'm able to click tail below this turn. I think he clicks Brave Bird this turn and actually breaks my superpower, lowers his attack, and he really should just click Brave Bird. I'm able to get another sub up here. See, not this turn, Brave Bird breaks sub. I click sub again this turn, as I believe he might click Sucker Punch. He clicks Sucker Punch as I go for the sub again. And from here on, it's game over as we just surf and Energy Ball our way to victory as Manaphy gets all 6 kills as we win the match 5-0. It was a very short game sadly, but we got in the position for Manaphy to sweep. We knocked off the Electros Assault Vest. We had it in a position where it could get set up and ready to go, and that was game. A very good game to Rishino. You pretty much prepped this well, but I played it for that, but very good game for us. 5-0 win over the London Luxuries and Rishino. That puts us 2-0 plus 9 after week 2, which is fantastic. We play Herschel next week, who was also 2-0 as he has beaten Dell. And who else did he beat? I think he beat Mass this week. We're both in my division. So he's helping me out a wee bit, but we have to turn down next week and absolutely destroy him and the London Ladders. His team is very, very good. So yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. I'll see you guys next week when we play Horse Show. See you guys next time. Peace.